Hi everyone, thank you for watching another episode of my celebrity autographs. And I'm having fun going through all my autographs. Some of them I haven't looked at in a while. I'm glad I'm able to share them with you. Keep watching, there's going to be a lot of episodes in this series. Here in this batch, I have some autographs which are from pretty popular people you'll know. Some of you may not know some of them, they're older actors. And some of them I got in person, some of them I didn't. I'll explain the situation. Well, first I want to start with this. This is a movie that I love. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I saw it in the theater when I was 9 years old. It's a science fiction favorite. It's from The Omega Man, a Charlton Heston movie. Okay, this particular, still here, let me explain the situation with it. I contacted this actor here. He's a very well-known, long-time character actor. I never knew exactly how to say his name, whether it's Anthony Zerbe or Anthony Zerb. I'll say Zerbe. And he's been in all kinds of television programs, movies, everywhere. He's had a long and varied career. But he plays the mutant leader, Matthias, in this movie. And that's my favorite role of his. Now, I wanted to do an interview once with him, and he agreed to an interview. But unfortunately, I never got around to doing the interview. I have a letter here that I typed to him. This is a letter that I typed to him asking him for an interview. And he was nice enough to respond. And he said, I'm going to try to read it backwards. He wrote down, okay, if you could see that, I hope. Omega Man, I will be happy to do an interview with you if the fall. I think he meant like in the fall, if the fall's okay, if the fall is okay. And then he said, write with details. And that was nice of him. And he signed it, Anthony Zerbe, or Zerb, I'm sorry about that, on the bottom. So there's his signature. Now, I'm so glad that he signed that, because I had also included this and asked him to please would he sign this photo and send it back to me. And he did. The only problem was he signed it in ballpoint pen, and it really is hard to decipher. I'll put it up here. You can see a little bit on the white face there. There it is. And, you know, unfortunately, but I'm glad I got his autograph elsewhere. You can't really see it. It would have been nice to have silver Sharpie right over there, or up there. But, hey, I'm just glad I had a communication with him and that I have this nice autograph on the paper. So that was a thrill for me, being that The Omega Man is one of my favorite films. Now here's an autograph that I got. I believe this one, I might have sent this one through the mail. This is one that I got through mail order. This is an actress called Elise Knox. She was known for being in the 1942 film The Mummy's Tomb with Lon Chaney, and that's Lon Chaney as the mummy carrying her around. And there's the signature. I think is it Mark Harmon's mom? I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So, I have a good amount of Universal horror stars. I mean, I'll go with those as we go on with the series. Okay, F Troop. Anybody see F Troop? The absolutely gorgeous Wrangler Jane, Melody Patterson. I met her at a show, and she was signing autographs. A very nice picture of her. There, that is. Okay. You take a chance sometimes. You know, if you don't get the autograph in person, of course, you don't know 100% if they really signed it or not. I'm hoping this one's real. I think it is. I mean, nobody's going to fake this. I didn't get this in person, unfortunately. I would have liked to have met this man, but I did not meet him. And I bought this at a flea market. Spanky, remember the Little Rascals? Spanky McFarlane. That's Spanky McFarlane from Our Gang comedies, The Little Rascals. And he wrote here, best wishes, you're a little rascal, Spanky McFarlane. And I have no reason to doubt that this is authentic. You know, he did a lot of signings, a lot of shows, things like that over the years. On the back of it was this other autograph that I just happened to get along with it. I don't even know who this is. Lou Ahern. It says Lassie Lou Ahern. This is not one I sought out myself. It just happened to go in with the deal. So that's what it says, Lassie Lou Ahern. Some people could fill me in. All right, now here's a star, a horror star from Hammer Horror Films and others. I'm talking about the beautiful Ingrid Pitt. Look at that. Is that a vampire that you wouldn't mind getting bit by? I know I would. Ingrid Pitt. And there's one there. To Joe with Love, Ingrid Pitt. A little hard to read the signature there, but it is her signature. And some of these people I have photos with together. One of these days I'll show you photos that I have with people. I got to meet Ernest Borgnine, the great Ernest Borgnine. This particular picture I'm going to show you is not from the time that I met him. This one I bought this at a show, and I know it's his signature. You could see it. You get to know signatures after a while, and that's pretty authentic. After I bought this, I was able to meet him at a convention, and he was such a great guy, 90 or older than 90, and more energy than anybody else in the room. What a great guy. And then I got to shake his hand, take a photo with him, and get something else signed. I think I showed you already. I got a picture from Willard. It was from Willard. Okay, recently, a couple of years ago now, almost a couple of years ago, I got to meet Drea Matteo from The Sopranos. So she writes, Joe, looks like she writes, how you doing? It's hard to, sometimes it's hard to read, you know. How you doing? All right. And also at that same show, I met the actress who played Mayo, Jamie Lynn Sigler, at the show, and there that is. It's a pretty nice shot there. Okay. At that same show, got to meet a couple of stars from Jaws. And I'm going to take this one out. Richard Dreyfuss. It was my second meeting with Richard Dreyfuss. I got to meet him twice. And there you go. One of my favorite movies of all time. And I know it's one of yours too. It says hi. Okay, that's one. And then the other one was Jeffrey Kramer, who played the Deputy Hendricks in Jaws. And this is interesting because he writes, the line he always writes, there's a line in there where he says, what's the matter with my printing? And he spells printing like backwards. The R's backwards. Like, what's the matter with my printing? And you can see his printing's not good. That's the gag in the movie, I guess. So good to have those two. All right. Okay. One time I was at a movie convention. I got to meet Candy Clark, who was in American Graffiti. American Graffiti, again, being one of my favorite movies. Okay, the remainder here I did not get in person. These are older actors. I saved them for the last, and let's see how many of you know some of these actors. Well, to start with, I have, and this is made out to Bob, by the way. Some of them are made out to somebody else. These are some pages from an autograph book, an old autograph book, and I tend to trust these kind of things when they're ripped out pages from autograph books in the 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. This one says is my best, Francis Lederer. I don't know if you know, I don't know how to say it, Francis Lederer or Lederer. I think it's Francis Lederer. I know him basically for the 1958 horror film, The Return of Dracula. He's been in all kinds of movies and shows. So that's a classic old actor. Now, I know this woman from a movie called House on Haunted Hill. She plays the scheming wife. Also to Bob, I guess it's from the same collection. Carol Omart, not a very good signature, a little faded. Carol Omart with Vincent Price and House on Haunted Hill. Okay. Got 3 more for you. This is an actor. Again, it's from an autograph book. This is from the same autograph book. He pasted their pictures in the corner. See? This one is John Beale. John Beale, I know him most from the 1957 horror film The Vampire. There are a couple of films called The Vampire. This is the American one. There's, I think, a Spanish one as well. Okay, and also Robert Page, although this one says Bob Page. Bob Page, and he's in all kinds of things too. He's in Abbott and Costello, at least one Abbott and Costello movie, maybe more than one. I know him from Son of Dracula, Universal. He starred with Lon Chaney Jr. The last one I have for here is also an actor that's been all around and been in everything. Another one that I got. These were all gotten off, I think, eBay in like a long time ago. Otto Kruger, and he's been, again, in all kinds of things. But for me, Otto Kruger, I know him from Dracula's Daughter, 1936. I love Dracula's Daughter, and that's he's from there. He's in that movie. He also was in a movie, The Colossus of New York, a 1950 sci-fi movie. So there you go. That's it for this installment. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I got lots of movie stuff, and I'm always doing reviews and showing you all kinds of memorabilia, autographs, and more. So please check in on a regular basis. Later.